Welcome back for another video blog. It's Victor and Matt from the 110 Sports Podcast. There's an alarming trend going on in college football, Victor, and it deals with the uniforms and what Nike and even Under Armour is doing. You've seen it for many years with Oregon having all these different combinations. You've also had Boise State do it over the last couple of years for a game or two. Georgia did it, and then you had Maryland with their hideous flag thing on the helmet done by Under Armour. So Victor, do you like this trend of all these crazy uniforms, or would you prefer the Penn State kind of Alabama traditional look?
I like the traditional look. I don't need 100 different types of uniforms like Oregon has. If you're a 4-year starter for Oregon, you play the maximum 14 games, that's 56 uniforms. You'd still need about 45 other games just to wear them. I don't think you need them. When I turn on a game and I want to see I want to know who's playing. And you see that with Alabama, you see that with Penn State, you know what it is. With Maryland, when Maryland walked out on the field the other day, I had no idea who they were.
I mean, the thing is with Oregon, they don't even stick to their school colors, which is the biggest issue for me. But when you're talking about uniform colors and that type of thing, you need to keep fashion in mind. And the truth is, things change over the years, and when you look at a guy like Tiger Woods in golf, we're going way away from college football now, black slacks and red golf shirt is always going to look classy, but when you look at other golfers like Ricky Fowler when he wears all purple, that's not going to look good in 10 years. That trend will go away, all those bright colors and everything. So as far as Alabama, Penn State go, that's a classic look that's never going to go away. Same thing with kind of like Notre Dame, even Texas you can kind of throw in there. Those classic looks never go away, and they always look great in old highlight films. And with a sport that's kind of tied to tradition, and when you're dealing with kind of recruiting and that old history, I think it looks better to kind of stick to your school colors than to stick to a more traditional look. I'm not a big fan of the Oregon thing, though they're probably the only school that does it and really kind of is fully involved in it.
Yeah, and for me, I like looking back, like you talked about the traditional look. I like seeing the greats from the past of the USC's and Alabama wearing the stuff that the greats that they were wearing now. And in all honesty, those teams are still winning national championships.
Yeah.
The teams that come out with all these uniforms, they're not that they're getting better. Oregon is challenging, but they're not winning a championship. And then another step for me is you can look good. You can wear different types of uniforms, but if you're losing, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Stick with the traditional looks.
Yeah, for those schools that are struggling, like Maryland, you're a team that's trying to get better. Forget about the uniforms and worry about your play on the field, baby. That's what you need to worry about.
There you go.
Worry about the field. All right, check out our website on a daily basis, 110sportspodcast.com. We appreciate you watching our video blog. We'll check you next week.